Hey guys, so in today's video, we're going to be ranting a little bit. I'm going to try my best to stay professional and to stay calm while talking about this topic. Because there's so many lies, so many wrongdoings in this certain controversy, in this certain story, and there's so many things that infuriates me about this situation that I feel like exploding inside. I feel like there's a bomb in my chest, and I just want to explode, okay? So, this article by The Verge says, why cancel Netflix is trending. How the streamer's bad marketing poster mutated into a QAnon conspiracy theory and harassment campaign. Well, let's find out. The group of conservative profiteers, QAnon supporters, and others on social media have jumped on the release of the French coming-of-age film Cuties and a trending canceled Netflix hashtag to associate the company with pedophilia. I think I can read that sentence, and that explains right there. I can end this video right here, boom, 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 say my outro, and that's it. I think that's all you really need to know about the situation. And let me give you a little background. So Netflix just released a movie. It's called Cuties. And Cuties is about the sexualization of 11-year-olds, of children. And this is the poster. Now, I'm not going to show any clips. I don't want to put that on my channel. And I don't want to be supporting this evil, demonic pedophilia garbage. I'm not doing that. I don't even want to show the poster, but I need to do it to give you guys some context on why myself and many others, and pretty much anyone with common sense, a heart, and a brain, and anyone that's not a pedophile, why we're so infuriated over this. And this is the original poster, and I want to zoom in here. Look at this. Look at this. Half naked. Half naked. These are little girls. These are little girls. This is why. Okay. A coming of age story. I can understand if it was 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, maybe even 20-year-olds. 17's pushing it. But it wouldn't be as outrageous as this. But even then, 17's a little young. But not even close to this. But 11 years old? 11 years old. 11 years old. A coming-of-age story about exploring one's sexuality at 11 years old. You know what I was doing at 11 years old? I was building fucking Lego sets when I was 11 years old. When I was 11 years old, I was watching SpongeBob on Nickelodeon every single morning. When I was 7 years old, I was playing PlayStation in my room, having fun, watching Marvel's Avengers. That's what I was doing at 11 years old. Not twerking in front of a phone. Not doing this. I wasn't doing that at 11 years old. And so this article continues to go that it's a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy theory. So sexualization of children is a conspiracy theory. This is a conspiracy theory. I want you guys to comment down below if this is a conspiracy theory, because it seems pretty crystal clear to me that this is a little over-sexual. Or do you think they should take off more clothes? Maybe they should be totally naked. Or maybe it's just in your little head and you just don't get it. Oh, right. So this piece of garbage continues to write, despite the film existing for some, it wasn't until August that people really became aware of it. In August, Netflix tweeted a teaser for the movie's release date that came with a new poster. Designed by Netflix team, the new poster seemed to present a different type of movie than the one Docure made. I'm not even going to pronounce this bitch's, and it's a girl, by the way, the director. This bitch is director's name. I don't even care. The original French poster framed the main cast of girls as that young girls walking through the streets of Paris. Yeah, still, kind of half naked, but moving on. That doesn't change the fact that the movie is still sexualizing girls, but moving on. Waving around shopping bags and having fun. Netflix now deleted poster positioned the girls as older characters, similar to posters to other dance movies like Step Up. Here's a side-by-side comparison. But, so, what they're making about is that the controversy is about the poster. It's about the poster. It's not about the poster. It's about the movie sexualizing children. Children. 11-year-olds. That have no business doing something like this. This is what they're doing. It's not about the poster, you dumb idiot. It's about protecting our children. That's not a conspiracy theory. Anyone with common sense thinks that. It's not a conspiracy theory to have common sense. It's not right-wing to have common sense. And to be against child trafficking. That's such a right-wing thing. You're a conservative. Oh my goodness. They're so bad. Give me a goddamn break. And not long after, Netflix tweeted the poster, including descriptions of the movie, as 11-year-old Amy becoming fascinated with a twerking dance crew. Tweets sprang up calling Netflix to take the poster down. Those tweets then snowballed into a different Change.org campaigns. I'm happy that there's some people who have common sense and that actual human decency left. I guess humanity's not all screwed yet. Change.org campaigns decrying Netflix's decision to carry the film, garnering tens of thousands of signatures. Within a couple days, Netflix had removed the poster and used different artwork for the film on its platform. We're deeply sorry for the inappropriate artwork that we used for Cuties. Yeah, okay, that's a bunch of bullshit, but we're moving on. A statement posted to Netflix account on August 20th read, "It was not okay, nor was it representative of this French film which won an award at Sundance," which the co-founder of Sundance also got arrested for pedophilia, for raping a 7-year-old, but moving on, I just want to put that out there. But that's a conspiracy theory too. That's just a right-wing QAnon conspiracy theory. Right. A statement and removal of the poster didn't clear everything up. By September 3rd, a Turkish media watch group demanded the film be banned from Netflix in Turkey over concern that the movie promoted child exploitation. I say that's based, Reuters reported. Several high-profile conservative commenters picked up on the story too. You know, this article disgusts me because they're trying to make it out that this is a political thing. This isn't political. This is common human decency. And anyone who sees this poster knows that this is wrong. And like I said, I'm not showing clips. I don't want to show clips. One, I don't want to throw up while recording this video. Two, I don't want to promote the film. I don't even want to put this poster out, but I don't want to talk about something and not give you guys any context. So, but I've seen clips of this film. And it is so bad that it can qualify as softcore child pornography. That's what it is. It's child pornography. What, did Jeffrey Epstein direct this? What, did Harvey Weinstein, co-produce it? And Bill Clinton? What, those three, the Three Musketeers, they must have had something to do with this movie, right? I mean, if Jeffrey Epstein was on Rotten Tomatoes, he'd give this 100% 10 out of 10 masterpiece. And Harvey Weinstein would be like, oh yeah, this is a good movie. And Bill Clinton would be right there with them. And I'm not even going to read this article, because it's not about the marketing campaign. It's because they're making it like Netflix is the victim when they're not. They're not the victim. Because the people in Netflix had to sit down, watch this film from beginning to end, from the opening credits to the ending credits, and say, okay, we're going to put this on our streaming service. That's what they did. So this is your fault. Netflix should be under investigation. They should be legally obligated to answer for this film. And they should also be investigated to what happened to all the little girls who tried out for the role in this movie. They should definitely be legally investigated by the FBI and by everybody that can lay down the law. And fortunately, there's still some decent human beings out there. Senator Ted Cruz, a Republican from Texas, says that Cuties sexualizes 11-year-olds and calls for federal child porn investigation. Wow, someone still has common sense. Now, this isn't political. Like I said, this is not political. Have we really gotten to that point in society, and has humanity gone down so low that calling out child pornography is a political issue? We have really reached that low in society? So this article basically explains what Senator Ted Cruz said. He stated, Cuties sexualizes 11-year-old girls, and it's disgusting and wrong, the Texas Republican tweeted on Sunday. That's why I've asked Attorney General Barr to investigate whether Netflix, its executive, or the filmmakers violated any federal laws against the production and distribution of child pornography. In an accompanying interview clip, he amplified his message and logic. The film has them dancing like strippers and has them in very suggestive sexual roles. From the poster that I just showed you, and from what Senator Cruz said, I think you can imagine that and imagine what takes place in this just disturbing film. It's frankly disgusting. Kids ought to be preserved, and we ought to protect them. I'm going to say this for the last time. This is not political. This is not political. Okay? This is common human decency. Common human decency. And that's the last time I'm going to say it, because I don't want people in comments, you're going by a politician, a Republican. You're a Republican. No. If this was a Democrat, because actually, no. Democrat Tulsi Gabbard from Hawaii is also calling for this film to be banned. She's a liberal. She's a Democrat. And no matter if you agree or disagree with her politics, you gotta be behind. You have to agree with her. Otherwise, you should be invested. I mean, anyone who thinks this film is a masterpiece, or anyone that genuinely enjoyed this film or said it's a coming-of-age story, which I'm going to show you on Rotten Tomatoes in a second, you ought to be investigated. And you should really, really look at yourself in the mirror and question yourself, and question your human dignity, and question, why am I here? Moving on. And that basically, this is the tweet, the entire tweet, and I'm going to play the clip that Senator Ted Cruz said about the film.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. Look, I want to get to two more things. We only have a couple of seconds here, a couple of minutes rather, but your young girls that you have, which is why your red flag antennas went up when you saw Netflix promoting this show called Cuties. It's extremely disturbing to me as well. You sent a letter to the Justice Department asking whether or not they've done something wrong by promoting Cuties.
I think that, yeah.
You want to know whether there should be an investigation into Netflix. Tell me about that real quick, because I want to get your take on China before we go.
Well, this movie Cuties, it sexualizes 11-year-old girls, has them dancing like strippers, has them in very suggestive sexual roles.
I didn't want to show a clip. I didn't know this. I thought it was going to be Ted Cruz talking.
I don't even want to show the video.
I thought it was going to be just Ted Cruz talking, so I apologize to anybody that just saw that. I really do. I didn't want to show the clips. I didn't plan on showing the clips, but this clip of Ted Cruz talking about an investigation, which is huge. This is huge. We need to take these pieces of human filth down. And I need this coincides with this story, and I apologize for showing that disgusting, degenerate content. I apologize for that.
Show the video.
Let's continue.
And you know, Netflix is an incredibly profitable U.S. company. Barack Obama makes a ton of money from Netflix, and they are profiting. They are making money by selling the sexual exploitation of young
100%
kids. And
right.
So I asked the Attorney General to investigate them because federal law makes it a crime. It is a felony to distribute child pornography. And you know, it's interesting online, lots of so-called journalists were defending, well, it's just a movie.
We're going to see that in a second. And he's 100% right.
Every year for movies, if you have child pornography, if you have kids engaged in sexual activities, if you produce it, if you distribute it, you face criminal penalties.
Yeah.
And Netflix is making a ton of money. I guarantee you every pedophile in America is going to watch this movie, and that Netflix is
right.
back
That's what I said. Bill Clinton's probably got his hand lotion ready. He's like, oh, yes, yes. Him and Harvey Weinstein in his jail cell, like, oh, yeah. Oh, yes, yes. All right, so that's what Ted Cruz said. Once again, I apologize for showing a clip. And even this news anchor here is like, okay, we need to shut this down. But I want to show the review scores. I want to show the reviews. And before we do that, this is the problem with Cuties and critiquing. And so another argument that I see with this film, and before we get to the reviews, I want to touch on this first, is that Cuties is about going against the sexualization of children. Okay. That is like me. And this is actually the example that the article uses. This is like me going against violence of animals and me getting a World War I flamethrower and torching a cage of dogs. That's what this is like. The irony. No, Netflix. No, you idiot journalists and critics, film experts. No, this is not a coming-of-age story. And no, this is not speaking against the sexualization of children. This is the sexualization of children. This doesn't speak out against it. You don't have the right to say that. You don't have the right to say that. And it's really, this whole article just goes along and basically explains the film. And this is the example I just said. Imagine if a movie, a social critique about cruelty to animals, depicted the literal burning and beatings of dogs and cats. It's very similar to the example I just used, but you guys get the point. There's a French film. Yeah, really. I mean, the French man, that's why Roman Polanski's been hiding out there since the 70s, because I don't know if, I guess their culture likes this or something. It really is disturbing. And before we end this video, we need to look at the review scores. So on Rotten Tomatoes, which is bullshit anyway, we got an 87% critic score and a 3% audience score. So you look by the audience score, obviously. So let's look at the critic consensus. A thoughtful look at the intricacies of girlhood in the modern age. Cuties is a coming-of-age film that confronts its themes with poignancy and nuance. Let's see what the individual critics say. Cuties dramatizes what people of color and immigrants endure as a result of isolation and ghettoization, of not being represented culturally and politically, of not being represented in friendship. Is this guy talking out of his asshole? Ryan Brody. Who the hell is this guy? Oh yeah, didn't put a picture up there. Yeah, okay. Who the hell is this guy? Ryan Brody. And who is this? With Cuties, Duncure announces herself as a director with a keen visual style, who's unafraid to explore these cultural and social tensions. Yeah, because she looks like a real beaut. Yeah. Oh my god. I feel like I'm going to explode. DQ, last one. I need to catch a breath. The Cure's attentive, empathetic, and daring coming-of-age film reminds us of the urgent need for empathy and critical thinking in a social media era. Yeah, this looks like the guy that would love this movie. This guy probably jerked off to this movie. Look at him. Look at him. Look at this piece of filth giving this film a positive rating. Look at this guy. I want you to look. This is the type of people that love this film. These people, Joel Mayward, this soy boy piece of human garbage, are the people that are gonna like this movie. And so let's look at the audience score. See all audience scores. 1 star, extremely inappropriate. 5 stars, freak. 1 star, 1.5 stars. Okay, there's some people. Now, I'm losing a little bit hope for humanity. Worst film I've seen this year. Coming 8. All right. So at least there is hope. But I needed to address this topic today because it is such a disgrace. It's such a disgrace to everyone involved with this. Netflix, the directors, the filmmakers, and especially the parents that let their children audition for this film. It's unbelievable. It really, really is unbelievable, this whole situation. And I hope that these people get brought to justice. Now, Netflix is the #1 streaming service in the world. And that's why I'm over here. And I'm not the biggest fan of Netflix. They don't really have any films like classic films. They don't have films, I'm pretty sure, like the classic Alfred Hitchcock Psycho. The 60th anniversary just came out. And from last time I checked, they don't have this film on there. And it just came out. And after this story broke out, it's perfect time to start a Blu-ray collection. I love physical media. Perfect time. Another classic film, Major League. Awesome baseball story. This is a really funny movie. Also not on Netflix. Classic baseball film. And the last film I have here, The French Connection, starring Gene Hackman, one of the classic films from the 1970s, also not on Netflix. So that should also, I wanted to show you all these tapes because that should give you another reason to cancel Netflix because they don't have shit. They got The Last Dance. You could pay $20, buy it on iTunes. Then they Tiger King, which I think is good but overrated. I thought the last few episodes weren't that good, but they don't really have anything good. And Breaking Bad, if you have a cable subscription, you can buy an AMC and you can also get the Blu-ray. You'd rather spend money on physical copies than to spend $10 a month on a company that likes to sexualize children. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram and Parler, and I'll see you next time.